Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Reynolds Budgets, and today I kind of want to do a little different video with you guys. I know I don't film my face too much anymore. I used to do some studio vlogs and more personal videos, but I haven't in a while. But today I want to kind of go over some goals I have planned for August with you guys. A little different than my typical cash stuffing video, but I kind of want to go and do like monthly goals, monthly check-ins, and I also want to do weekly check-ins with my budget. But I want to go ahead and start this and include these type of videos in my YouTube channel. If you guys like these types, let me know. If you guys want me to not do them, let me know too. But I'm hoping this will keep me on track. And I just want to show you a way to budget, and you guys can follow along and budget this way too. Yeah, let me go ahead and flip you guys around, show you my goals, and go ahead and go through the workbook with you guys. So give me one moment. All right, let's go ahead and go over my August goals first. I do have this available on my Ko-fi for free for everybody. So if you are interested in setting this up for yourself, go ahead and grab this. I'll have the link down below. So I have 5 goals I set out for myself this month. Hopefully we'll see how we do with them. So I have a goals section, and then at the end of the month, I'm going to check back in with you guys and see how I did for the month. So the first thing is my vacation budget. So we are going on vacation to Michigan the second week of August. So I want to make sure we stick with our vacation budget, and that is set for $2,000, and that's including everything for vacation. So that is goal number 1. I am going to keep track of all of our transactions on the gas card, in cash, and on our credit card. Number 2 is our bank card that we have a balance on. It has 0% because we did a balance transfer. I want to pay $900 towards this balance. I pay $900. We do have a bonus paycheck in August, so we are able to put a little extra towards our bank card. I want to also save $100 towards our house savings. I kind of want to get our bank card paid off first before we put a lot towards our house. So house savings, and my goal is to just do $100. And then we need to start saving for Christmas. We take a week off and go out to my parents' house in Michigan, and my husband does not get paid for this week off, so we have to include his week of pay that we're missing, as well as all of the Christmas expenses. So we need to put $200 towards Christmas this month. I would like to. I guess we don't need to. It would be nice if we are able to. And then number 5 is I want to use my budget book and my weekly check-ins. So I'm going to say budget book and weekly check-ins. I'm hoping to include videos of my weekly check-ins. I don't know about my budget. I know my husband doesn't want our income out there on the internet, so maybe our weekly check-ins I can do with you guys. So these are the 5 goals I have for this month, and then I'm going to go ahead and check in maybe halfway through the month or just at the end and do a recap of this month. So I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side. Hello friends, so this is actually a couple days later. I did go ahead and buy the physical copy of the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. This came super fast. Right now they are having a sale on this on the large size only, and they have released the pre-orders for the new ones, and I think I am going to get the small size and see if I like the small size better than the large. My neighbor is mowing, so I'm hoping that isn't getting picked up. And I do have a new mic on, so I'm hoping that the quality is better in my video. So please let me know down below. But yeah, we just went over my August goals, and I want to go ahead and go over this workbook with you guys today, and also do our first paycheck for the month. So this is a pretty big size planner, and I do like the setup. So you have the intro page if this is the first time you've ever seen this notebook. So you have, who this belongs to, who to return it to, kind of instructions on how, your why, and then it has these front pages. I don't think I'm going to use the front pages, but you can if you want to. It's totally up to you. You have these savings goal trackers, but I am going to add in my own trackers. A budget category sheet where you can write in, like, for car maintenance, what that all includes, if that does oil changes, tire rotations, inspections, that sort of thing you put on here. And then you have a note page. So this is our month of August that we are going to be going into today. I do have it written out for the dates. I am waiting on some stickers with life in envelopes. She has a YouTube channel. I'll have her link down below, and she has such great videos, and she does have an Etsy shop, so I wanted to support her on that. So my monthly spread, I plan on filling in expenses during the month that we spent money on. I have the categories listed in different colors. So we have business expenses, miscellaneous, allowance, gas, groceries, and going out. This month we do have vacation in here. So that's going to be a little tricky because it's not going to be like a normal month with a vacation, but I also want to keep track of our vacation spendings separately. And then we have the list of bills that Tim pays with his paycheck every week. Tim does want to keep our finances a little, we don't want to share everything. So I am going to share my numbers, what I make on Etsy and my bring home pay. And then his is going to be his expenses that he pays with his paycheck. And then the rollover amount is what I get to budget with after we pay certain things. So I just want to let you guys know that. So we have the first week. So I did a monthly budget here. And then I also want to do weekly, but this is a 5-week pay week, and we don't have enough spreads to do a monthly and then 5 weeks. So I did go ahead and print this one off of her bundle that I downloaded and just put washi tape and put it in here for week number 1. But this is what a normal week will look like. You have your paycheck budget tracker, and then your breakdown, which I don't think I'm going to use a breakdown. But yeah, so you have those, and then you have transaction expense tracker sheets. I'm going to use one for the Chase card, or maybe 2 for the Chase card, cash, and then our checking account. That is my goal, to keep track this month on those. And then you do have a debt plan, a monthly net worth tracker, and then a budget category breakdown. I don't know if I will use these ones in the back, to be honest. We will see. This is like the first time I'm really using this notebook to the fullest. So we'll see if I go through everything and see if I want to do some and some don't. And then this is a meal plan section, but I actually just turned it into my YouTube schedule. Hopefully this helps me keep on track of when to upload different videos, because I don't really meal plan, but if you do, this section is for you. So we are going to go ahead and take a look first in the front here. So I don't have any transactions. I'm actually filming this on Sunday the 3rd, and we go on vacation on Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah. This is my monthly budget of everything. I don't have the numbers in here yet. I have to do that still. And then this is our first paycheck of August. So we have Tim rollover. This is the budgeted, and then we're going to go through the actual numbers. So let me go ahead and do that. So the actual rollover Tim had this week was $931, which is quite a difference. So 931 minus 615. So that's an additional $300 that I did not budget for. And I do this just because I have our income at like the lowest that it's ever really gotten, if that makes sense, because I budget like my lowest paycheck, and then if we have more overtime for that week, then that's kind of like extra. So that is kind of how that is. He did have a lot of overtime this week, so we did get extra rollover money from his paycheck. I did not get paid this week, so it was just Tim's income. I did get paid with Etsy, but it was considered July, so I left that out. So we had two bills that we are covering. So we have two subscriptions. We have the Friendly app on our Roku TV. We love watching the westerns on that. So that's $12, and then Peacock is $9. I do need to ask him what subscriptions he's actively using right now, because I know like he has some series that he likes to watch on different ones, and then we can probably like put a hold on them until they come back. So 910 is what we are left with after those two bills. So we will go down here to our variable expenses, so $910. So this is all the same. We did $100 to Tim's allowance, and I do not track what he spends on. So anything, I don't keep track of that. So I have a weekly check-in I'm going to be doing once my stickers comes in, and that will just be not tracked for him just because he doesn't, yeah. So groceries is $100 budgeted this week, and going out is $100, and then gas is $100. So those four is $400. Oops, and I put washi tape over that, but that's okay. So 910 minus 400 leaves us with $510. So we have sinking funds next, so 510. We have mini Mondays, and I actually put money from my Etsy paycheck towards minis. So I'm just going to do $10 going to minis. Sam's Club is getting, I have like a little notebook off to the side. So Sam's is getting the $15 that we budgeted. Pets is only getting 5. And then saving challenges is getting 10. So saving challenges. And this is something new because I am getting burnt out on like my binders, like having so many challenges. I feel burnt out a little bit on doing the same thing each week. So going forward, I plan on doing mini Mondays and freebie Fridays for sure. Those two things. And then I think I want to do more of my budget videos like this. And then maybe I think in my budget videos, I'm going to go ahead and stuff these with you guys going forward, and show you that way. But yeah, I think I'm just burnt out on all of the cash stuffing videos, and I want to go ahead and focus on sticking with my budget, showing you guys how we do the budget. So yeah, so just know going forward, my YouTube videos are going to be changing, and I hope you guys don't mind. So these items, let's go ahead and add these up. So we have 10, 15, 5, and 10. So that is $40. And that is the same amount that we had budgeted originally. So 510 minus 40 equals 470. So the next one is debt. So for 70, we have a credit card that we did a balance transfer on for 0%, and we pay $150 to that every week. So that is $150 that we pay towards. And then we have a Chase card. I do a lot of my business expenses on here, but then we also do a lot of spending on the Chase card, and I want to try to limit that, try to, be less swipey and try to do less swipe transactions and stick with our cash budget. So we are going to put $300 towards our Chase card, just to try to get that balance down to 0. So let's go ahead and add those up. 300 plus 150, and that is $450. So then we have 470 minus 450, and that is $20 that I'm going to keep in the checking account for this week. But yeah, so this is my plan to do weekly with you guys. And then I also have a budget for our vacation. So we have 2,000 right now is our budget goal. And then we have road snacks 50, shopping is 200, food is 500, attractions 250, miscellaneous is 100, fuel is 400, and then our dog sitter is 500. So I have a budget. I want to go with you guys when we get back from vacation to go over that. And then I want to do weekly check-ins. And then at the end of the month, go ahead and find out how we did with our savings goals and with our tracking. But I think that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know down below if you guys like this. If you guys have used the Budget Mom workbook before, let me know. If you guys are planning on getting her new book, let me know. But yeah, hope you guys all have a great day, friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.